Welcome back to another episode of What the F***. And today is a quick little update on the Supra. So, managed to get the AC lines re-put in. So, all there, and obviously fed the lines through here. Then we've had to obviously relocate the oil cooler lines through there to obviously clear the AC lines. Then started work on the condenser. So we've got a new condenser for it, but all of these little bits are discontinued. So we have to obviously salvage whatever we can. So a lot of these things had snapped up and bolts were broken, and as you can see, like, I had to chop it out there to basically break it free. So now I'm gonna have to, you can see there where it's obviously pried away, but it's obviously still snapped there, but it's still in there. So I'm gonna have to cut through here, get that stud out of that side, then basically clean all these brackets up, get them in the sandblaster, blast them. I can't go too mad on them because I don't want them to perish and break, and then repaint them.
Lightning McQueen here, and I use Rusty's medicated bumper ointment, new rear end formula. Nothing sues a rusty bumper like Rusty's. Wow, look at that shine.
Get them all treated, get all the cylinders retreated, and then get this condenser built up so that I can then drop the condenser back in, and then we can get the radiator on, intercooler back on, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been a long one because all these bolts, look how rusty they were. So it's a case of like sitting there. There's a little tip for anybody out there trying to loosen rusty bolts. Don't just keep going at it. What you need to do is crack it free and then tighten it, loosen it, tighten it, loosen it, tighten it, loosen it, and keep doing that. And what that will do, that will cut the thread again. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but what that will do is it'll start cutting the thread again. So you can see there obviously where you got the clean thread compared to the rest of it. So yeah, it's a good little trick. Just tighten, loosen, tighten. Might take a little bit of time, but it will eventually come out. Obviously, and you can use like WD-40s and stuff like that to try and penetrate it overnight. But if you haven't got that much time, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off.
On, off. Obviously, as you're loosening it, you just go a little bit further till you feel that tension, then back it off again, then go again till you feel tension, then back it off again, and that will just eventually just keep cutting a new thread. So yeah, Kyle's got a bit of a situation where basically one of the injectors was leaking, so he went to replace the injector. And a common thing on these VWs is that the injector bolt snaps in the head, which is just there where it bolts, and there. So now basically what we have to do is, well, we're not going to do it, we're going to have to call someone down to do it, is to basically drill this and then helicoil it so that basically you can put a new bolt in, because it shreds the bolts. So yeah, lovely. And obviously there's all the injectors. So you basically have a single clamp holding two injectors down, and that basically just forces the injectors down, and then that's the fuel rail there. So in conclusion, Supra still on the go. It's these little things that just take time, but we are getting there. I'm going to get all this tidied up now, get all these done, retap the threads again so that they're nice new clean threads, get everything painted, then basically get it all fitted on the new condenser, get that fitted in, and then carry on. So yeah, just a quick short little update for you guys. And yeah, condenser is there, nice and new, funky fresh, all clean. So what I need to do now is basically reassemble everything that I took off it, which is basically the mounts. Everything's all freshly painted up now, all cleaned off. All the bolts have been all cleaned up, brackets and everything. So we need to reassemble some of the brackets that we had to use. We've had to do a little bit of modifying here and there to actually get it to work. So with no further ado, keep it locked for the time lapse.